I talk a lot about using different types of study guides in my videos because study guides are so incredibly useful. They are such an amazing resource. If you are stalling in your study strategies, or if you're just having a hard time taking in and keeping the information, study guides are a really good option for you. One of the biggest questions I get asked in response to my endorsement of study guides is, what are they? What exactly are study guides? If you want to find out, we're about to discuss that right now. By the way, I'm Terrell, and this is Absolutely Studying. I bootstrapped my way through university while juggling a full-time job and a family, and now I want to pay it forward. I want to help you with all of the resources and support you need to flourish in your academic career. Today, we're talking study guides. And if you want to get a head start on one, I have a great printable study planner in the description below, and it can help you with making any study guides you need. Let me know, what is your fallback, fail-safe study guide that you use? Study guides are basically just a document that will help you study. So what they do is they present the information that you are required to learn in a way that is different than a lecture or your textbook. This might look like a timetable, it might look like a comparison chart, it could even take the form of flashcards. Some teachers or professors will offer study guides with the course material, but it's not limited to that. Study guides can also be made at home on your own with your own resources. Pull notes from your textbook and even from your lecture notes, combine them and put them in a new form that is easier for you to review. You can make all kinds of different types of study guides depending on how you learn best. If you are somebody who is very much an auditory learner and you learn best by hearing the information, then record yourself reading out your notes and then listen as you play it back for yourself. That can be classified as a study guide. There have been several scientific studies based on the usefulness of study guides and how they can help all different kinds of students in higher education learn. Studies have come back showing indisputable proof that study guides help students get higher marks. If you are interested in seeing the raw data from any of these studies, I do have the sources below in the description. Students who use study guides during their self-study time consistently produce higher marks than students who don't use study guides. These results have been demonstrated across several different types and classes of students. If you are interested in making your own study guides, I do have a video on how to create one. I will link it up above in the cards and below in the description. Study guides basically help you to provide three roles. The first is to manage your learning. That can help with actually managing the material, managing how you take it in, helping to manage your time that you are studying. This is an all-encompassing role. If you do have a hard time managing your study time or your study sessions, or even the information that you are required to study, my study planner does have a great study session planner, as well as several different study activities suggested in it that you can use to freshen up your study sessions and keep the activities rotating so that you're always doing something new. The second thing that study guides are really great for is to provide focus for your study session. So that means that you are focusing really on the concepts that you need to take in, and you're not wasting time on fluff pieces or on information that is not relevant to what you are trying to study. Focusing exactly on the topic that you need to take in during this study session and letting the rest fall for a different study time. This can sometimes happen when you sit down and you intend to study math problems, and sometimes you might get sidetracked and start studying vocabulary for a different subject instead. It's easy to sometimes get sidetracked by information, and having a study guide just really helps you to stay focused on what you need to be doing at any given time. Thirdly, it actually provides the information on the topic that you're studying. So if you're making a study guide on, say, elephants. It's obviously going to focus on elephants and provide information on elephants. So when you are using that study guide to study, it is providing you with the information that you need to know, in addition to the focus and management for your study time and the information as it's delivered. If you're looking to incorporate a study guide into your study sessions, try checking out this video I have here for how to make a study timetable for your upcoming exam. Study guides are super useful for studying for exams. They can manage the time and the study sessions. They can help you to focus on just the information you need to know for the exam, omitting everything else that is just irrelevant, and really helping you to deliver the information to yourself and take it in so many new and useful ways, so that you can switch up how you learn and switch up each study session, so that you're not dreading them, so that you're not just staring at the time and waiting for your study session to be over. Don't forget to pick up my free study planner in the description below. It does have more than 20 useful study activities. It also has a study session planner, and it can help you to break down everything you need on your next upcoming exam, or even track your progress of studying over the entire semester. It's free and it is in the description below. Like this video and subscribe to our channel. We put out a new video every Thursday, and they are always about study tips, homework hacks, organizational hacks to help you through the study struggle. Thank you so much for watching. I do really enjoy answering your questions, so please leave them in the comments, or you can always hit me up on any of my socials. The links are all in the description. And until next week, I hope you have an amazing adventure.